Hello, and thank you for joining us again. My name is Kelly Childs.
And I'm Erinn Weatherbie.
And we own Kindfood in Burlington, Ontario, Canada, in downtown Burlington. When we decided to go vegan, we wanted to really optimize what we were going to be eating and want to do whole food nutrition. And so a lot of our diet is raw vegan. So in saying that, we eat a lot of raw foods, but 85% of our diet is not cooked. That would be from salads to greens, but also things like what we're going to make right now, which is a raw chocolate, which is better known as CACAO, a cacao smoothie. And cacao is so high in so many nutrients, and we're going to go through all of this, but our first ingredient that we're going to be putting in is?
We're going to be putting in some coconut milk here. We also use rice milk and hemp milk in our daily lives and in our store, but we decided to use coconut milk today. And
maybe just show them that container there.
Yeah, and this is the coconut milk that we're using right now.
Pick it up.
It's an unsweetened version of the coconut milk by So Delicious.
Now, coconut milk is it's an immunity booster. It's really high in lauric acid, which is antiviral, antibacterial, which really protects your body against foreign invaders like free radicals. But it is a medium chain saturated fat. So medium chain fatty acid. And saying that, it's not comprised the same way as a meat saturated fat would be, an animal product. That saturated fat is completely different. A medium chain fatty acid actually breaks down in the body differently and converts to energy, as opposed to the long chain the long chain fatty acid, which would be found in animal products. It converts instantly to be stored in your body as fat. So coconut milk is a really safe bet, and it's high in all sorts of wonderful nourishing things. So that's why we're using it today. It also gives a great flavor to the smoothie. And we're going to put in next now.
So just to let you guys know, we put about 16 ounces of coconut milk in the bottom of this, and this smoothie is going to be good for about 2 people in the morning, afternoon, whatever time of day you guys want. So next we're going to be putting in about 1 full banana. And these bananas are frozen as well to give the smoothie a nice creamy texture.
And make it cold and thicken it. Yep. We also too, there's nothing wrong with having cacao for breakfast. People might think it's sort of strange to do chocolate for breakfast, but when you're doing raw chocolate, raw cacao, it really has so many vital nutrients. It's got 400 times the antioxidants of regular chocolate. So when it's never been taken over 114 degrees Fahrenheit, that constitutes it being raw. And this is exactly what it looks like. What Erinn's got in her hand now, these are cacao nibs. So this is the cacao bean. It's been sort of pulverized, but it's still been left in this little crunchy texture form. And we're going to put in probably about 2 tablespoons of these into the smoothie. What it does too, it gives a lot more fiber into it too, and we love our fiber. And then we're going to be putting in approximately how much now of this?
Probably about one heaping tablespoon, I'd probably say, of this cacao powder. And this is just basically the more pulverized version of the cacao nibs as well.
As you can see, it's just like, powdery form. It's just like what you're familiar with if you've ever had, powdered chocolate. Yeah, cocoa.
Sense, right?
And we're going to be using some maca. Now, maca is it's from Peru, and it actually has a lot of hormonal balancing qualities in it. It helps to protect the endocrine system, and the endocrine system really helps regulate most of our hormones in our body, which regulates, again, your essential bodily functions. So it helps in anti-aging. There's just so many health benefits to it, and it's been around in high demand, I guess, for about probably 500 or 600 years now down in the Andes in Peru. So we're going to be using probably not more than a teaspoon. Yeah. That's a really big heaping teaspoon. That's going to keep Erinn awake all night. You don't want to use too much of it when you first get started on it, because your body will feel the energy from it. It's an amazing product.
Perfect. And now, just to sweeten it, if you don't want to use agave, you're more than welcome to. But we're probably just going to put a little squirt of agave in. And agave is... Mom wants to explain that.
Well, agave is from the cactus plant, the agave cactus plant, and it's actually the plant that also creates tequila. So we actually don't use the tequila part of it, except for on weekends, but we'll use the agave as a sweetener. Now again, this is at your own discretion, because the bananas really are a natural sweetener in this smoothie. You really don't have to put the agave in, but sometimes if you're not used to chocolate not being sweet, you might need to have a little bit of agave just to sort of get used to it.
And then you can wean yourself off of it too if you choose.
Yeah, not that it's a bad thing. Anyways, we're going to blend this again now for about 20 seconds, so bear with us. That's good.
Perfect.
Cacao also helps to lower blood pressure, and that might be important to some of you out there. By lowering blood pressure too, it actually assists a lot of people with migraine headaches. So that's not a bad byproduct coming from this wonder ingredient. We're using our beautiful crystal today. We've had this for about 20 years in the family, haven't we, Erinn?
Yep.
And so here we are. Enjoy. Let's sip this and see how it tastes. Okay.
That's so good.
So awesome. So thank you again for joining us. Again, I'm Kelly Childs.
And I'm Erinn Weatherbie.
We're from Kindfood. Check us out at www.kindfood.com and come to the store anytime, Burlington, Ontario, Canada.
We'll see you soon.